Karis, FIONN was a good strong victor last time out. He hit the line strongly.
Yeah, it was a nice win from him. Of course, he was just knocking on the door. He kept running a few good races, and I thought last time he had a perfect run. Everything went out his way, and he kicked nicely, won a nice race.
He beat an in-form rival that day as well in the shape of Viva Popcorn. So, I mean, the form you'd hope would hold up around the valley.
Yeah, of course, that's a positive sign where the form is holding up now, because that horse came out and won last time pretty easy. So, it's not a very strong race, and I think if he gets his own chance again, he should be strong again.
Yeah, just on the fact of the race, I mean, he won off a mark of 60 about this time last year. He carried 133. He's the highest rated in this off 57, so it does look a winnable race, doesn't it?
Yep, I think he can. Of course, he's an old fella. He's a tough fella, and I think if he gets his right run, he can do it again, I think.
And as we've seen, obviously, from you on many, many occasions, coming from almost last to first seems to be your sort of tactic around the valley on a few occasions. How key is tempo to this horse, Karis? I mean, he does have that strong finishing kick.
Yeah, of course, a good tempo in a race will suit him. But normally at the valley, it's funny. Sometimes they can put some speed on. So we'll see how the race plans.
And just riding one for Ricky, he's had 6 winners in the month of January, so his horses are going well.
Yeah, of course, his horse looks like they are all running well now, so it'd be nice to get a winner for him again.
Joe, Dr. Winning, a horse that you'll jump back on board Wednesday night. You've won on him previously, and how did you assess his most recent run? You were just behind him on that occasion.
Yeah, he ran really well. It started before. He wasn't very lucky. He was exposed up there on the speed, and he wasn't able to really finish the race off. But last start, he did in a race which was very tactical. As you said, I just finished behind him, but fortunately I'm able to get back on the horse, and hopefully I can get him to perform as well as he did in the past with me.
And ironically enough, actually, the horse that you beat when winning on this horse, you actually rode last time to finish just behind him, Glorious Leather. He's got £5 more to carry than when winning. Do you think he's the type of horse that can continue to carry that progression forward?
Yeah, it looks like. Even though he gives me the feeling that he might go up in class, and with a lightweight he might be competitive on that class. I mean, so if I think that means where he's at the moment, he should be very competitive.
And just on the nature of his running style, Joe, there doesn't look to be much pace in the race. Is tempo quite key to this horse?
Not really. If he's able to get a decent position, if the pace is slow, and if he's close enough from the leaders, he will still finish it off. But I guess if the pace is genuine, it's when he's gonna be suit better. So we're just gonna have to deal with the circumstance when the race comes up, and hopefully he performs at his best.
David, FORTE is a horse that you'll bring to the Valley on Wednesday night. That was a nice return to action for you at Sha Tin last time.
Yeah, he was coming back off a long layoff and probably just ran out of puff the last bit. But we gave him a good break, a trip to Chung Fa, and he's had a couple of nice pieces of work in between. So I'd say he'll be that little bit more fit. And I thought his trial around the Valley before his first up run was pretty good. So I'm not worried about handling the Valley.
And all things considered, obviously, the severity of the injury that kept him off, I mean, it wasn't just a sort of a simple thing, was it? It was quite something, and he was off for a long time.
Yeah, he had he was quite lame for quite a while and just needed time to recover. But since he's recovered, he's been very sound, so soundness isn't an issue with him.
And on the Chung Fa move, obviously it's a facility that many trainers obviously love to use here, and it's a great one as well. That trial win, he looked good recently up there.
He did, and I probably was more impressed with his gallops on the grass there. They've been pretty solid.
And Casper Fownes, who used to train the horse, he did run him at Happy Valley on one occasion. I mean, you would have gone back and seen that replay, I'm sure. He actually didn't run that badly.
No, he a few things went wrong, and he was powerful late. So I think he could be a nice Valley horse, actually.
And just on the trip, obviously, he remains at the 1,000. A possibility in time, perhaps he might just get a little bit further, do you think?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. It gives a lot more opportunities for him. But probably with the long layoff and plenty of time between runs, I was happy to keep him at the 1,000.
Zach, Maldives is a horse that you're going to jump back on Wednesday night. You and him have got plenty of previous form.
Yeah, he's been a good horse to me over the years. I've won a few races on him, and looked like I was going to win a few more as well, but yeah, he can be a little bit tricky, although he looks as if he's ironed those things out now, and he seemed to get around the valley quite well last time, so let's hope he's in the right frame of mind.
Just on those idiosyncrasies, was that just probably an immature thing, possibly? As you say, he might well have just sort of ironed them out now.
Yeah, it come out of the blue because he hadn't shown any sign in the mornings or in his trials or previous races that was in him, and obviously something just caught his attention, and then he followed that through for another couple of starts before he was able to put it out of his mind and start to get on with the job again.
He was third last time to horse that you won on Cheerful Days. You would have gone back and assessed that race. What was your take on that recent performance?
Yeah, it was a good performance. It was a really slowly run race, and then in the straight he sort of just had his momentum shadowed a couple of times, but I thought his run was good, and from the good gate, if we can just get an evenly run race, there's no reason why he can't be in it again.
Just on the aspect of the gate, he's drawn gate number 1. Is cover quite essential to him, do you think, throughout his races?
Yeah, he's not a horse that leads anyway, so he's certainly going to get cover from that gate, and it's just a matter of trying to get him to relax and enjoy himself in the first half of the race and let him do the rest.
Just on reflection from the weekend, it's been a couple of days since Waikuku's win in the Stewards Cup. John Size went on record as saying it was almost like a piece of track work. You were able to sit on the leader's quarters and get a lovely run round. I mean, it was a big win from him and another Group 1 to his CV. Yeah,
of course. Any race is hard to win, and especially Group 1 races, so there's no fluke in what he was able to achieve, and I felt his form continually improved as the season went on. I thought his last barrier trial was really good. I went into the race thinking he could run well. Obviously, you don't expect to beat the champ, but the race was run to suit me. I was in the right spot. I was able to get first run on him, and just credit to my horse and the way he's trained on.
Incredibly strange times that we live and race in at the moment, Zach, but nice that obviously you and your family live more or less on site. Great to have them here as well. That was them on the turn, I believe.
Yeah, it was, and without any crowd there or anyone there, they were making plenty of noise as I went past the winning post, screaming and waving out. So yeah, I gave them a wave back. It was nice that they were able to be a part of it. It's a shame that they can't come to the races like everyone else, but it was still good that they were there to be able to enjoy that moment.
And am I right in thinking that Fellowship was your first Group winner here in Hong Kong? Would that be right? That was a Stewards Cup, I believe.
First Group 1, yeah, that's right. So you've done your research on the money there.
I try my best, Zach. Well done on winning another one, and hopefully many more to come, obviously on the back of what was a nasty injury on the 12th, back to the 23rd of January and a Group 1 win, so a great way to bounce back.
Yeah, it is good, and hopefully things start to roll along a little bit more. It's, as I feel better and get fitter, I think things will just continue to pick up for me.